What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael. For those of you that are new, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to be speaking on the Pisces. You see from the title of this video, I'm going to read a slight description of what the Pisces represents. So Pisces, symbolized by the fish, Pisces are full of compassion and kindness. They are the most spiritually and physically connected of all, and psychically connected of all the zodiac wheel, approaching life from a space of faith and empathy. Intuitive, gentle, and selfless, they are humanitarians who feel tremendous pain for the world's problems, but they may not be great about communicating their own pain or needs. Represented by the planet Neptune, Pisces are powerfully connected to the sea and enjoy spending time in water. Alright, so that's just a slight description of the Pisces before we begin. In case you guys, might want to know these things, if you guys are Pisces or you guys are in this energy or in this reading for somebody of a Pisces, right? Let's go ahead. This, as you see from the well, not as you see, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and be speaking off of the Moonology manifestation deck, right? We're gonna be doing a deck of 8, as I like to do on this channel. And stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If it's accurate, if it's not, all comments are free, right? Freedom of speech is a thing, right? Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the Pisces? First one we have for you guys is lighten up, right? So it's important that, throughout your life in general, if you guys have to listen to music, jam out, drink a cup of coffee, go take a shower, do whatever it is to get up. It's just one song that they say, just get up. Like, if you look up on YouTube, like, good morning song, it should be somewhere in that category. But basically, like, you gotta find something or some type of way to bring joy to your life. No matter the circumstances, try to find a hobby or something that you like to do. Try to think of happy thoughts, anything like that. Try to lighten up. Life is too short to be serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're in a serious profession, whether it's finances to big businesses and you're very stressed out, there's at some point in life there's no purpose in being stressed out about anything, because at some point control is out of your hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta kind of lighten up. You gotta find things to. I'll give an example. One time when I was working one job at as a produce guy, my manager, when I used to come in, I used to like do early shifts, so I do like 6 a.m. And then my first couple of shifts, I found out that managers, when they come in, they get like free coffee, and that was his way of seeing the good in his job, right? He was like, oh, free coffee, So I think that's amazing. I think no matter what predicament you're in, where you could see the good things in life or the good things in a specific situation, or at least learn something from it. Even if you don't necessarily get good stuff from it, but you're amused that you learned something, then that's okay too. But just lighten up, not to be all serious, All right. What else do we have for the Pisces? We have breathe through the tension. So you're gonna be upset, right? I mean, it's a balance, right? Sometimes, like they say, you won't know what a sunny day looks like until you experience a rainy day. So it's normal to be upset. It's normal to go through negative transitions in your life. However, we have to learn to calmly step away from it, at least mentally. If you're in an office that's at the moment and you're kind of like, well, I have all this paperwork to do, I can't physically step away, because obviously you're going to look as to somebody that is avoiding your situation. More so mentally, though, close your eyes for a little bit. Take a couple seconds to breathe it. Again, think happy thoughts. Again, try to mentally break away from the stress levels. This is going to allow you to take some time to just breathe through it. Or, connect with yourself, connect to the reasons. And this can also be for people that are searching for themselves and trying to find out what career should you do. Always ask yourself if this is something that you truly want to do. And sometimes things are of the moment, right? Not all the time. I wasn't always, doing YouTube things and whatever. Like, no, like everybody has their transition. And this is not to say like this is my end goal either. I want to do more things in life, you know what I'm saying? But this is the time of the moment, and everybody has time of the moment things, This video is not about me. I'm just giving an example. So even if you're in a predicament where you, or a career where you don't necessarily want to be, try to find the good things, but mainly try to mentally come away from that for a little bit. Close your eyes, walk away, take a break, But instead of taking a break and being on your fan and breaking away in that way, try to find inner peace. I would definitely advocate, try to find inner peace within yourself so that you can actually, when you go back to that situation, mentally, you can actually deal with it a lot smoother, right? So you're not at that breaking point where you're gonna lash out to somebody or things like that, or you're gonna break down. You don't want to get to that point, so it's important to breathe through it. Mainly taking your time with it. All right. We have Pisces. Pisces. We have detoxify, right? These videos are general, but I think it's only right that I add my personal, because I'm the one like actually doing the cards. So I do feel like it is necessary for me to add my personal opinions. So I'm gonna give you my personal statement with this. Detoxifying for me in the last week or so has been coming away from things that distract me. Again, remember I told you guys about like going on your break and going on your phone. If you are stressed out, you might want to sit in silence for a little bit instead of going on your phone. You might want to recognize where you are, why you're doing things, what's the result, and to move forward, and so that could push you instead of coming away in through a device or things like that. Now, the reason why I say like detoxify yourself or come away from things that are not serving you, because that's not what you necessarily want to like engage in. Like, okay, if you like, for me, right? For me, I was finding that when I used to be on my cell phone or and that's not for everybody, but just me personally, trying to like do the dishes or whatever, I'll slow down my process. And then I'll spend a long time in the kitchen. And I spoke on this a few times, but recently I've really, really been strict on that. Like, certain things I'm trying to stay away from, so I can have better results as a person. Not really focus on too much on, because not, the thing is, all information is not good information unless you apply it. Like, any information can be good if you apply it, but if I'm just engaging information on social media or whatever the case is, things like events and stuff like that, and it's kind of distracting me from my life and what I'm got to do, like my obligations. Oh man, my obligations, like cleaning and doing this and doing that and keeping my house up to park, and what I'm saying, just simple things. It's kind of distracting me, so I kind of need to come away from that. So this could be for you guys as well, some advice for you guys as well, to look at things that are not serving you, even if it's like people, whatever. Like, you can limit the conversations with certain people that's not positive in a way. Like, you can plan out certain time frames and just do certain things to kind of arrange your life, because remember, you have to come first. At the end of the day, you have to kind of not put yourself first, but you have to focus on your health, your mental, your physical, your spiritual health, all of that stuff. For you finance people out there, finance comes within all of that. Like, finances is a way to display value of something. So focusing on yourself will bring that automatically. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to bring as much as you desire, but it will bring it, because you'll be considered a person in people's eyes. So just focus on building up yourselves and pulling yourself away from things that seems like they're very toxic, right? Okay, next one we have for the Pisces. All right, this is my favorite. Speak your world into being. The reason it's my favorite is because, like, actually, I'm not trying to make this video about me, but I've seen it happen many times. And just as it happens negatively, it happens positively. So if you guys are wondering how you can achieve, now here's the thing with life. I won't say reality, but with life, we gotta also have some type of not limit, but like understanding of how it works. Meaning, like, say you're trying to get a mansion and you got a house. I think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think it's good to have, a decent house if you was aiming that high. Because essentially, if you aim for a house, you're probably gonna get an apartment. If you aim for an apartment, you're probably gonna get a studio apartment, which is like a 1 bedroom or something like that. My point is, try to aim high, but also any process of it, what could really help is manifestation affirmations. Speak what you want, speak what you desire. If it's a love connection, if it's a healthy relationship, healthy mentality, healthy mindset. While you're acting on it, of course, you still gotta act on it, still gotta do certain things, like, you know, or not even. I wouldn't say you have to do certain things because sometimes you don't, for real. You could kind of just prepare yourself for the situation if they was to come. Like, you don't necessarily have to. I wouldn't say you have to save up for a house because you might get inherited a house. You know what I'm saying? But and or I wouldn't say you have to really go out looking for somebody because I mean, I said that one time in another video, but thinking back on when I met my twin flame, I didn't have to do that. It was kind of introduced through my parents. So it was like they met them, and then we got introduced to each other. So it's like I won't really say that either. I would just say be prepared for it when it does come. Prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and all of that stuff for these things to happen. So you can prep, so you can be best for it. So while you're speaking things and wanting things to happen, and you're talking about it, and you're communicating with people, you're prepping yourself for them to take place. So that way, when the opportunity presents itself, you can have a better chance on achieving with it, right? So while you're speaking your word into being, practice, and poor preparation prevents. Preparation prevents poor performance, right? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So you're preparing. All right. What else do we have for the Pisces? Let me see. We got be real. Got be real. Be authentic. Be yourself. It's what it could be. Hinting towards be authentic. Be yourself. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, be real. It's better to build things up by you being yourself than to try to mimic something, because eventually it's going to be that day where you're going to need to prove yourself and you're not going to be able to. So I know, look, take all the folds, take all the lashes, when I say lashes, it's just like, it's just a phrase to say, like, take all the blurs, all of that, like, not physically, of course, but figuratively. Take all of the pain, suffering, all that figuratively, pain, mentally. So he's gonna build you up, right? It's always better to be. And here's the thing. I know this sounds ridiculous, but it's better to be underrated than overrated. When you're underrated, it means that you have a lot more to display. Like, a lot of people don't know your full potential, don't know your full craft. They underestimate you, and then when you really show out, it's a huge surprise to them because they never expected you to be able to do those things. When you're overrated is when you overextend yourself to a point that you're not really living like that for real. And then it's like people believe in it so highly, and then you show them the craft for real, and now they're like, oh, this person's overrated. They ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you guys don't worry about the feedback from people more so, but just focus on yourself. Like, don't try to do too much, like, in other people's eyes. Just focus on your craft. Meaning, don't try to be someone of a higher stature to other people. Just kind of just do your craft, focus on you, and build that person up, and eventually it will show. You ain't gotta make it show or force it. It will happen. So be real, be authentic, be yourself. All right, next one. What is next for the Pisces? We have leave the past behind. This is a very strong statement. I feel like a very touchy subject because we often talk about situations that happened in our past. Like, I mean, as a conversation. Now, I don't want to contradict myself on this. I think it's perfectly fine with communicating about it, as long, and I say this all the time, as long as not emotionally attached to it. Meaning, let's say somebody did me wrong. Let's say a guy named Billy did me wrong, right? Billy did me wrong. Billy finessed. Billy took something from me, whatever, right? When I talk, let's say I'm talking to my other homeboy or a brethren or however you guys say it, my dude, my associate, my friend, I don't know, whatever, right? Let's say I'm talking to your boy, right? I'm telling him how Billy 4 years ago done took something from me, or, you know what I'm saying, snaked me, whatever, right? Whatever, all right? And then I was like, okay, if I'm talking on some, like, man, I wish Billy would just, and I'm like aggressive with it, then I haven't let it go. Therefore, I haven't forgive Billy. Therefore, I haven't let it off my chest. Therefore, Billy still runs my emotions. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about it in a way where, yeah, that happened to you, man, that happened to me. What was his name? Oh, man, it was Billy. If you're talking about it in a calm way and it's, it's a little bit, less controlling with the emotions, like the person's not controlling how you feel, because I've seen situations where people would discuss a topic and then afterwards they will feel like it would affect their day, and that's not how you want to live. You don't want to let the people that hurt you control your emotions, because they already took something from you, which was your happiness. Why are you going to let them take it again? So it's important that you have to use your discernment, for constantly talking about things, especially if they hurt you, or especially if you're still in that healing process. Then it's best to try your best to let it go. You know what I mean? And leave it behind. And then when you do bring up the topic, when you've healed from that situation, you're able to talk about it in a lot more informative, not more as a aggression to it, but just an informative person, what happened and what took place and things like that. So keep that in mind. Next one, what do we have for the Pisces? All right, we have unleash your kindness self, right? You ain't gotta be a sweet person, like old, meaning like you ain't gotta be a giver this, giver that. You ain't gotta be like, you don't have to take this statement literally. Like, you don't have to be up there opening your car door for everybody that walks by. You ain't gotta really do all of that. You can be practical about it, right? Just be respectful, right? Even when it comes down to you not knowing somebody, and these simple things, holding door open for people, or simple things, walk with kindness is what I'm trying to say. Just because you don't know nobody don't mean that you don't have to be disrespectful to them if you feel the need to, or whatever the case is. So like this is for all of us. I'm speaking collectively, me too, me included. We all just gotta walk with kindness. We all gotta kind of think with our hearts sometimes, even if it means like you see somebody acting up or whatever. You ain't gotta really judge them for that. Just kind of look at it and put yourself in their shoes. That's why I find myself doing a lot. I find myself just putting myself in somebody's shoes. Like, okay, we all have. I'm gonna give you an example. I talk about this statement of, if you don't have nothing to do, make yourself something to do. Create you a routine, create you a schedule. Because if you ain't going to work or you ain't going to college, then you're probably out here just doing a bunch. And I'm not talking you specifically, I'm just speaking in general. You're probably out here just doing, a person is probably out here just doing a lot. So when people just doing random stuff, we got to start putting ourselves in them shoes. Like, okay, if I didn't have a plan, I would probably do something random too, because they don't know where they're going. So it's nothing to be up there judging them or feeling like they're just some dummy or whatever. Like, nah, like, let's look at it in a kind of way. Like, okay, maybe they do need assistance and stuff. You ain't gotta go over there and help them, but not like, I mean, it's up to you. Like, nobody's saying you're less of a person if you choose to just do your own thing. Like, you're not harming nobody, so I wouldn't force you to do that. But just try your best not to be as aggressive or as judgmental or things like that. Just kind of look at it in the eyes, like, so just walk with kindness in a sense, a little bit more kind type of thing. Like, it's like seeing a stray dog. Like, dog come up to you, you ain't gotta kick it. Damn, that's messed up, because the dog just trying to get some love. Like, you ain't gotta kick it, but you ain't gotta take it in either, but you ain't gotta feed it either, but just kind of let it pass by type of thing. So just kind of being respectful, being what's that word? I want to say being kind of having consideration for things, for animals, for nature, and all of that stuff. Having consideration. All right, what's next? Pisces. Give me a second. Put that back. Pisces. Oh, what's this one? Go deeper. A lot of you guys have it in you. Challenge yourselves. Challenge yourself to do each and everything. I'm sorry, excuse me. Challenge yourself to do each and everything that you feel like is appropriate. Just try it out. Just challenge yourself. You all have it. You all have it in you. So go deeper with it. That's gonna finish up the video for the Pisces. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys made it to this video, trust me, every second is appreciated for your viewing. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on the next video, and I'll see y'all soon.